100 million users in just 8 weeks. A growth curve faster than TikTok, faster than the iPhone. One day we're just Googling, the next we're begging a chatbot to finish our homework, debug stubborn lines of code, or sweet talk our way out of a parking ticket. The shift was breathtakingly fast. And the wildest part? The folks who built this revolutionary tool swore they'd never sell a thing. Tonight, we rewind the tape to see how a tiny nonprofit named OpenAI accidentally kicked off the fastest tech upheaval in modern history, and almost tore itself apart in the process. Friday, November 17th, 2023. People are clocking out for the weekend when an email lands. Sam Altman is out, effective immediately. Slack channels melt down, investors reach for their lawyers, and 3 different CEOs rotate through the same office in under 72 hours. A palace coup at the world's hottest AI shop, and no one outside the room can give a straight answer why. Stick around, every twist from Elon's late-night text to billion-dollar server farms tracks back to one sentence scribbled just 8 years earlier. A promise that became a prophecy. We will build safe artificial general intelligence that benefits all of humanity. December 2015. Deep learning is beating humans at image recognition, but the smartest minds in the valley agree. Whoever builds AGI first writes the rules for the next century. So, Sam Altman, Elon Musk, Greg Brockman, and friends do something radical. They pledge $1 billion to start a research outfit that gives its discoveries away. No shareholders, no IPO, no licensing fees. The charter reads like a manifesto. Safety first, profits never, openness always. Their first hit, OpenAI Gym, a sandbox where anyone with a laptop can train an AI. Thousands of research papers follow, and the field loves the transparency. Next comes Universe, letting agents use the whole computer, games, browsers, learning by clicking stuff until something cool happens. The outside world shrugs. VCs yawn. Qt doesn't pay salaries. So the team levels up to Dota 2, a game so complex pros treat it like a day job. In 2018, OpenAI 5 faces the world's best and wins. Not because it memorized combos, but because it taught itself teamwork from scratch. Commentators scream, "The machines are here!" For the first time, regular people glimpse that these quiet researchers are racing toward something bigger than a better joystick. While the victory laps roll in, another group inside the lab quietly drops a blog post, improving language understanding with generative pre-training. Enter GPT-1. 117 million parameters trained on thousands of unpublished books, with a deceptively simple goal. Just predict the next word over and over until language emerges. It beats bigger systems at reading comprehension. No hand-coded rules, no fancy labels. Twitter barely notices, but inside Google, Facebook, and Microsoft, alarms shriek. Google rushes its own version, BERT, B-E-R-T. Microsoft fast-tracks Turing NLG. Overnight, the contest shifts from game boards to human language itself. OpenAI releases the weights, mission intact. Startups fine-tune it on contracts. Medical notes, even Harry Potter fan fiction. The thing still hallucinates like a drunk historian. Yet, for the first time, you can't instantly tell Silicon wrote the paragraph. The line between tool and teammate blurs, and the genie's officially out, partly because the people who uncorked it swore they'd keep us safe. But then a reality check. Bigger models guzzle cash. A single GPT training run burns millions in cloud credits, far beyond what donations can feed. Competitors with ad revenue are poaching top talent. So, in March 2019, OpenAI announces a capped profit structure. Investors can earn up to 100 times their stake, but everything above that reverts to the nonprofit. In Silicon Valley, that's practically socialism. Still, the move cracks the tribe. Some see a betrayal of the mission, others see the only path to survival. Elon tweets his discomfort and exits the board, citing Tesla conflicts. The pivot works. Money floods in, most notably a $10 billion Microsoft partnership. Azure credits fall like confetti. Entire data centers get stuffed with NVIDIA V100s. Off the leash, the team trains GPT-2, then GPT-3, 175 billion parameters. Mind-bogglingly large. The demo writes poetry, JavaScript, and fake news so convincing, the lab stalls the release for months, fearing a spamnami. Critics cry, irresponsible hype. Fans call it the first glimpse of life after Google. Both camps hit refresh on every blog update. November 30th, 2022. No keynote, no Super Bowl spot, just a tweet. We've trained a model called ChatGPT that dialogues in a conversational way. 5 days later, 1 million users. A month later, 50 million. Teens generate essays, programmers dump boilerplate. Grandmas ask how to braise short ribs. The interface is a plain gray box, yet it feels like the future whispering back. 2 months in, the service tops 100 million users, faster than any app in history. Google declares a code red, rips up product roadmaps, and hustles out its own chatbot. Prompt engineering edges toward the dictionary. OpenAI's researchers, once anonymous, become punchlines on Kimmel. Sam Altman graces every magazine cover. Congress asks him to testify. The company created to keep AGI open now guards the most valuable closed API on Earth. The early employees still humming, no profits ever. Hear the irony loud and clear. Text alone is old news. March 2023 brings GPT-4 with vision. Show it a fridge photo, get a recipe, feed it a meme, get a joke explainer, plus why your uncle would hate it. Developers build apps that read X-rays, tutor geometry, and moderate dating profiles. It still hallucinates, but less, and when caught, it apologizes like a polite Canadian. Revenue rockets past $2 billion annualized as open-source clones pop up within weeks. Then in February 2024, Sora drops. Type a short prompt, get a glossy HD video clip. Tokyo at night, cherry petals drifting, or a spaceship landing on Mars. Hollywood storyboard artists stare at their monitors in mute horror. Stock footage firms rewrite 5-year plans overnight. TikTok floods with AI mini-movies. Suddenly, the debate isn't, will AI affect creative jobs? It's, which ones will survive? Critics dust off the old nonprofit pledge. If the future is paywalled, who exactly is being protected? Which brings us back to that Friday. The board, led by chief scientist Ilya Sutskever, fires Altman for being not consistently candid. Zero detail, zero cushion. Employees revolt. A stunning 700 of 770 sign a letter threatening to jump to Microsoft unless Sam returns. Over one weekend, 3 different CEOs sit in the same chair. VCs text presidential candidates. Twitch co-founder Emmett Shear steps in, then steps out. By Tuesday night, Altman is back. The board is reshuffled, and a terse press release promises stronger governance. Media cycles burn through terabytes of speculation. Was it safety versus speed, or egos versus algorithms? No single theory wins. The truth is messier, more human. The episode became a Rorschach test. Does idealism still have teeth, or does power always eat itself? You pick your ink blot. Roll the clock to now. GPT-5 slipped out quietly this August. Simple queries had a lightweight model, while tough reasoning drops to a deeper one. A clever trick cutting costs while nailing 80% on graduate math. OpenAI's annualized revenue is rumored north of $5 billion, yet the capped profit clause still stands. Every surplus dollar legally feeds the original charter. Governments argue over compute caps. Kids jailbreak safeguards for fun. Startups fine-tune on closet-sized GPU rigs. The same lab that vowed to share everything now guards its weights tighter than Coke guards its syrup, claiming secrecy buys crucial safety research time. Whether that trade-off saves humanity or simply market share is the live question animating every policy hearing. Meanwhile, competitors multiply. Anthropic, Mistral, Gemini, Llama, each waving the open banner, proving OpenAI's marketing magic works even when the product isn't theirs. So, how did a band of idealists unleash the AI revolution? Well, they built something too useful to ignore. Gave it away until the internet melted down, then locked key pieces behind an API to keep the lights on. Along the way, they beat gamers, stunned authors, spooked senators, and nearly fired themselves into oblivion. It's a textbook tech mythology. Utopia, scale, crisis, and rebirth. Whether the final chapter writes humanity in or out is still undecided. And that story isn't theirs alone. It's ours, being typed one prompt at a time. If you learned something, smash that like button so the algorithm knows curiosity still counts. Subscribe for more deep dives into the forces quietly rewiring our world. And drop a comment. Should the next breakthrough stay locked for safety or be opened for scrutiny? The revolution isn't coming, it's already loading.